Jeff, I wanted to ask you a little bit about Harvey's donation. Can you just tell us a little bit more about, I guess, some of the details of that?
Yeah, it's just a friendship I've kind of gathered through the years, and he's helped us with tickets, and he's helped us with different situations, and we've just become really close. And he loves San Antonio, he loves kids, and I think the article in the San Antonio Express News by Greg Luca, for once, I think Greg might have helped me instead of criticize me and judge me and second guess me. And I guess I gotta give a little bit of props to Greg. I hear Harvey's a big reader of the San Antonio Express News, and he's out of clear blue sky. Said he wants me to be more competitive and wants to give us a chance and just don't leave UTSA. I said, well, after I lost to Houston, do you still mean that? And then he went in to tell me all the times that somebody tried to tell him how he had failed and how he learned from his, what people would call mistakes, and gave me a lot of wisdom. And those kind of people are precious, man. Those are special people in life that comes out here to practice, and he told me he had to leave practice a little early because he had to get back to work. He's going to start eating at McDonald's now because he gave us so much of his money.
Can you understate how big of a magnitude that amount of gift is?
I'll get emotional just because ever since we've been here together, every single time somebody in this community steps up, every time. And I don't know if people really realize when President Amy says, we're doing more with less, when they really realize what that looks like. But Greg's article did a really good job of just explaining it. It even helped me. Like, I learned some things from it, where we need to attack, because people keep that stuff pretty hidden for competitive reasons. Like, they don't really want us to know what they're spending because we're all going to try to be competitive, and we know we got to win. So it was just an answered prayer. And I know I say it all the time, and I put a tweet out today about it, man, but your prayers should always be so large. Your dreams should always be so large. Your prayer life has to match it. So when the dreams come true, no man can take credit for it. And the Lord's had his hand on this place and me and my life for a long time. And I needed it. It was a perfect time for me, because losing that game over there again was just another kick to the gut, man.
Where is that money going to go for your program, and how quickly can you feel the impact?
We really haven't got to that point yet. I mean, he told me literally at practice, like, I already wrote the check, so that makes you feel good. And, we've got to get recruiting addressed, obviously. From your article, you can tell. I got to get people to stay here and not leave all the time. I mean, it's just difficult when you're always replacing people. I understand college football, there's still going to be some of that. We just can't continue to have the turnover rate that we have. And it's not just, people think it's just the 10 on the field coaches. It's a recruiting department we got to get established. It's a strength staff we got to get up to speed on their pay. It's nutrition where we're up to speed with everybody else. It's your assistants. It's the people in the building that do a lot of the work behind the scenes. People just concentrate on the 10 on the field coaches. There's just so much more to this that needs to, and I'm trying, I got my hands full with GJ in Texas State this week. And then there's this added joyful gift that we've got to start attacking some things immediately. We had enough to get us through to December competitively. We were basically robbing from the spring to the fall, and then we were going to figure it out in January, which is a lot what we've done here. Dr. Compost and I have done a lot of that, kicking the can down the road, just trying to hang on, and that was our plan, right? So now we've got to reevaluate and make some of those decisions.
How's Frank Harris looked coming back this week after maybe a rough showing against Houston?
I hate it. I ain't seen him smile all week. I hate that, man. That's not who that kid is, but a very determined, focused, ticked off would be a good way to describe him right now.
We talked about a lot of the factors that went into that game from the offensive perspective, but how much did it impact the offense to not have JT and to be down to basically Cephas?
Well, whenever you lose a receiver of that magnitude, those young guys are going to be good, but you got to remember how long it took for JT to come on, and Zakari to come on, and Josh to come on, and those guys all come. Taki. It takes time. So those young guys they'll be fine. We just got to keep getting them. We should get Willie back this week too, as well, coming back from an injury. And I expect those guys to keep progressing. I really do.
What did you see from them, from Amador and McCune and Jace Wilson was out there some as well?
Yeah, that the moment wasn't too big. They were ready to roll. They looked like they belonged. When they had the ball in their hands, they looked just like the kids I recruited, like running backs that catch the ball.
One more home opening game for you, for the team. How is the atmosphere in general inside the team? Everybody maybe are excited.
You know, we're a very mature football team. That loss hurt us really bad. Excited would not be the way I would describe our team right now. I would say that we love our fans and we know they're going to be really ready to roll. But I would say my team has got a pretty sour attitude, as far as not sour attitude in a negative way, just really disappointed, hurt feeling in our locker room still. And it's a mature way. Everybody's been on time, very focused, ready to go.
We saw Houston Thomas play a lot at tight end in the opener as well. What did he show you?
What we thought we would. He's a really big, athletic, great pass catcher. He held up okay blocking. Wasn't great, but that's how you learn. You get your teeth knocked around a little bit. So welcome to your first big game against Houston there, Houston.
It seems like we're in for a big crowd this week with the home opener. Any idea what to expect from attendance?
I've heard, just great things, but I really haven't looked up much, JJ. I imagine it's not too positive about Coach Traylor on the old social media right now, so I don't need to. I already know how I'm talking to my own self and how mad I am at my own self. I hate to know what the rest of San Antonio is saying right now.
I think we're talking to Danye today. What did you see from him stepping into that starting role?
Physical, just like I thought. Played his tail off. He was one of our triangle winners, and just what I thought I would from Danye.
He had the late hit at the end of the first half, but there were some other plays where it felt like, I don't know, is he kind of like an agitator in some ways, or somebody who kind of pushes the envelope at times, or what does he bring to the field in that sense?
No, he's not an agitator. He's just very aggressive, likes to play defense, man. He's just a football player. So I pray you don't ask him that question, because I really know he would walk right into that question. Please, just text him and let me rewrite the answer he gives you.
Jeff, I think you've only lost 2 games at home since you've been the coach here. What is it about playing at the Alamo Dome you guys have so much success?
Well, we haven't lost many on the road either, JJ.
Yeah.
We just stink in bowl games. It's our crowd, I'm sure. It's comfort. Our crowd's unbelievable. I know everybody says their crowd's the best, but I can't imagine anybody's crowd being louder than ours, and I know they'll be rocking Saturday. Thank
All
you.
right, Jeff, appreciate it.
Ugh.